It's Monday. It's Mark Pyers. And it's real talk.
I was walking down the road today, looking for another way
to ease my mind
and help my living.
It's real talk. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pyers Real Talk. I'm here to help you make smarter moves, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 420 in a row. 420 in a row. And you'd think after 420 days in a row of a show that you're on for an hour a day, just coming on to bring some light into this world, that you'd be getting calls from like news producers and maybe like television. Hey, look, we want to get you on TV. No, I got calls from all these other people today wishing me a happy 420. What is that all about? You got to check this out. This was crazy to me. I'm just going to show you. We might as well get right into it early today. Let's see. Check this out.
Hey, what's up, man? 420 days in a row, man. That's really cool, man. Hey, do you have a lid? Maybe you got a lid for me, man?
Hey, is that gonna do you? I know you're gonna like. Oh, hey, what's up, Mark? Oh, look, I just wanted to say congratulations, man. 420 days. Look, keep it up, man. Keep it up.
Let's crack a leg, you know. Want to see what's up to my main man, Mark. 420 days live. Walk the walk, this man's talking the real talk.
That's right, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg calls in. How cool is that? I never thought I could do a face swap of Snoop Dogg. But look, this is the Real Talk program, variety show. We're here to just get you going. And my favorite thing the other day, I had my friend Alan on. He goes, Mark, you know what's cool? What I love about your show is I never know what I'm going to get. I tune in, I'm like, what's Mark doing? Is he talking about positivity? Is he on there discussing how his tires are like really worn on the inside? Or it's always going to be something different, because I don't come out here with a script. I come out here to just be on with you, and then I let that universe speak. And then stuff like this happens. I'm just like, okay, we got to get ready for the show. It's day 420 in a row. And of course, Dr. Snoop Dogg calls in, and Cheech and Chong, and it's just crazy. It's crazy is what it is. So I'm here with you guys again, and we're going to continue to hit these numbers. And I have a lot of people who are like, hey, that's 420. 420. Like, yeah, okay. Happy 420. And then tomorrow will be happy 421 to me. It's not, look, I hope there are days and dates in the future where you're like, yeah, it's day 713. Good job, buddy. That's my favorite number. But I did have a bunch of friends reach out, and they were like, oh, I can't believe it. You're going to be out for 420. Oh, that's crazy, huh? I'm like, oh, whatever, dude. But yeah, I'm here. It's official. So it's in the books now. I've got a couple things planned. I'm definitely getting over onto that BeatSeat for you, and we're going to rock out. Let me adjust this. This is not supposed to be down here. It's supposed to be up here. And this down here. See, that's how we roll. See, my setup from home to here always just gets a little squirrely. Let's see what we got. There we go. So the BeatSeat is going to come out to play. Let's see where we are. Let me go back to our regular screen. Can you give me my...
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
420 days.
So we're going to get that back onto the screen again during the news section. We'll have the Cheech and Chong, just kind of the, hey, Sonny's on. What's up, my friend? How are you? I'm going to try to see if I can log in over here on Facebook so I could see comments, etc. Let's see. I'm opening this up. 420, man. Oh, it's so funny. We're here for day 420. And Snoop Dogg calls in. That's my favorite part of that bit. Did you guys hear the Snoop Dogg section? What's crack-a-lackin'? Yeah, Snoop. Oh, man. What other impressions can we bring into the show? That's what I just can't wait. To me, I'm excited on a daily basis to see what I want to try next. Never in my life did I think of doing a Snoop Dogg impression. Like, seriously, what? I never, ever would have thought of doing a Snoop Dogg impression. I get a few friends who are like, ooh, 420's coming up. Ooh, so? Oh, but wait a second. That's an opportunity to do a couple of characters that are specific to that genre of 420. So,
hey, what's up, man? 420 days in a row, man. That's really cool, man. Hey, do you have a lid? Maybe you got a lid for me, man?
Is that gonna do you? I know you're gonna like. Oh, hey, what's up, Mark? Oh, look, I just wanted to say congratulations, man. 420 days. Look, keep it up, man. Keep it up.
I will, Cheech.
Let's crack a lack, you know. Want to see what's up to my main man, Mark. 420 days live. Walk the walk, this man's talking the real talk.
Snoop. Oh, I love Snoop Dogg. Now I'm going to do Snoop Dogg like every week. You're going to get a new Snoop Dogg impression because I can't even believe that I could do Snoop Dogg. What's crack-a-lackin'? I just think who else should I have done? I was thinking like Willie Nelson, but then I'm like, I don't know what to do for Willie Nelson. Just sing a song or something. But I did think maybe I'd play a Bob Marley tune today on the BeatSeat for the official 420th day in a row of Real Talk. But we'll see. We'll see what happens when I get over there on the BeatSeat. Right now, I'm here with you. We're live for day 420. And look, I've got 5 news stories for you. And these are actually, you know what? I'm going to get into the news early today because we have a lot of news to get to. Let's throw some music on. And I just want to get into a few things here, okay? So check this out. This is the thing that bothers me most about this. When I go in here, this should look great. And now it's bringing me back to Yahoo main screen. We're going to skip that story then. That's what you get for being annoying. This is something interesting. Did you guys see this? In Amazon's insanely popular backyard guest house is back in stock. I'm just going to show you what that thing looks like. So, let me read this story to you because it's just kind of weird. You could buy a house on Amazon now. Did you hear about this? These days, you could pretty much DIY anything. You could do anything you set your mind to. Faux maple marble countertops, paper house plants, seriously, and even fancy-looking candle holders made out of used glass pickle jars. There are endless possibilities for the creative crafter. And for the more experienced DIYers, there's an even bigger project that's just waiting to be built for those daring enough to try. How about an entire guest house for your backyard? After an internet frenzy sold out this particular model last week, the DIY all-wood Salvala Garden House is back in stock and better than ever. Let's see what else is a guest house you can buy on Amazon. It's crazy. Amazon selling. That's why he's the richest guy in the world. Mark, I'm selling houses now on Amazon. Oh, you are Jeff Bezos? That's fantastic. Of course, we're taking over everything, Mark. Okay, thanks, Bezos. But it's day 420, Bezos. I'm trying to get the rest of the story. It's not opening up. Bottom line is it's back in stock if you want to buy a guest house on Amazon. What else do we got here? This is very, very interesting stuff that's going on. I'm a little nervous about this one. Did you guys hear about this scientist at Harvard? Harvard scientist predicts coronavirus will infect up to 70% of humanity. 70%, not 7. That's a 0 after the 7. 7 out of 10 people. That means like 3 out of 5 in my house. And then everybody gets it, right? Harvard University epidemiologist Mark Lipstick is predicting the coronavirus will ultimately not be containable. And within a year will infect somewhere between 40 to 70% of humanity. But don't be too alarmed. Many of these people, Lipstick clarifies, won't have severe illnesses or even show symptoms at all, which is already the case for many people who have tested positive for the virus. That's precisely why he doesn't think the virus can be stopped. Viruses like SARS, MERS, and the avian flu were eventually contained in part because they were more intense and had a higher fatality rate. In other words, if you were infected by the virus that caused SARS, chances were you were not out and about. But because the current coronavirus, known as COVID-19, can be asymptomatic, or at least very mild, there's a better chance people will likely go about their day-to-day as normal. The downside, though, is that it becomes harder to trace and prevent. In that sense, it's similar to the flu, which can also be deadly, but often passes without the infected person seeking medical care. The Atlantic reports that Lipsitch is definitely not alone in his prediction. There's an emerging consensus that the outbreak will eventually morph into a new seasonal disease, which per the Atlantic could one day turn cold and flu season into cold and flu COVID-19 season. Read more at the Atlantic. Creepy. So basically 70% of our planet, and this is somebody who knows their stuff. It's not some guy who's down at like St. Copius, University for the Blind. He wasn't down there at the corner at the community college. Harvard, 70%. We're done. I'm nervous about this. So hopefully it's, you know what, if you look at like photos of what this thing looks like, it's scary looking. I just don't know what it means. I just see doctors that had it die. Like, okay, look. What I heard from the beginning, well, it's not that bad. Basically, you die from asphyxiation. You die from pneumonia. So just take some medication and you'll be fine. Well, the doctors who are working with these people that got this coronavirus, they're dying left and right. Whole families. So that scares me because these are the guys who are supposed to know how to treat that illness and maybe keep the pneumonia at bay or whatever it is, and they're dying. So I don't know what to say, guys. I'm just really nervous about it. So just be forewarned. 70%. This is what the guy from Harvard's saying. That's the end of that song. Let's get into another one. I'm giving you something else here. Oh, applause. That's what we get for 420 days live. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, we got that one. Okay, what do we got here? So did you guys see this? This is, I like to bring stories up for you guys that can be helpful. Okay, most of us have or plan to have children at some point in our lives. And I think it's important to understand as much as you can what's going on inside for them. If you remember being a kid, you kept a lot of stuff to yourself. I didn't tell my parents I was bullied for an entire year. I kept it to myself. I hid the bruises and I'd think I'd be in my head all the time, but I wouldn't let them know what it was that I was thinking about. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous because especially with today, like I've said, there is so much information, and when you leave, that bell rings at the end of the day, and you can't shut off the terror. In fact, sometimes it's amplified, because now they have this device in their hands, and they can keep pounding at you after school. Ooh, I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm just going to punch your face. I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm going to throw you up against the lockers. If I had that, I may have had a whole different mindset. But as a positive, I was able to shut it off at 2:20 and leave it behind until the next day. But it's become harder to locate these situations. The internet has made it difficult. Phones, texting, it's made it extremely difficult for people to have a breath and have a little bit of privacy. So let's read this story. How to identify the signs of potential mental illness in your child according to an expert. No parent wants to see their child in distress. Of course, you want what's best for them, and if they broke their arm or had a sore throat, you'd probably take them to get appropriate medical treatment right away. But what about kids with mental health issues? How can parents tell the difference between normal children's behavior and something more serious? Scary Mommy spoke with Dr. Stephen Jewell, the director of pediatric psychiatry and psychology at Akron Children's Hospital, to find out what parents should look for and when to get help. We need to pay attention to kids' mental health. Though we tend to associate mental illness with adults, the Centers for Disease Control estimates that 1 in 6 children ages 2 to 8 have a mental, behavioral, or developmental disorder. These figures don't improve much once they hit adolescence either. According to Jewel, 20% of adolescents have mental illness severe enough to impair their functioning. But only 1/5 of them are diagnosed and treated during adolescence. In some cases, the mental illness is severe. In Ohio, for example, the Ohio Department of Health reported that suicide is now the leading cause of death for children ages 10 to 14. That's scary, guys. When Jewel speaks with parents about mental illness in children, he starts by having them think about it like physical health. He asks parents how likely they think it is that their child will get sick between the birth and their 18th birthday. Most are quick to say chances are 100%. At this point, Jewel reminds parents that illnesses and health generally exist on a spectrum. For example, when it comes to physical health, kids can either have minor issues like a common cold or strep throat, which is a little bit more severe, and then extremely serious, rare illnesses like leukemia or heart disease. Parents should think about mental health in a similar way. First of all, 100% of kids will struggle with some sort of mental illness. 100% of kids will struggle with some form of mental. What? Every kid will struggle with some form of mental illness. That's what Jewel says. That's scary. I'm trying to... The vast majority will have something that is relatively time-limited and normal part of childhood. Examples of this include anxiety over taking tests or an argument with a friend, things that can impact a child's mental well-being, but that will also clear up on their own after the problem has passed. On the other end of the spectrum, there are more serious mental illnesses in children, like bipolar disorder and psychosis. Jewel says this can impact how a child functions on a regular basis. So look, I'm trying to figure out where it's going to tell us. Here we go. How to identify mental illness in children. Though every child and situation is different, there are 7 warning signs that a child may have that may display as a mental illness. Let's see. Mood swings. Watch out for feelings of sadness or withdrawal that last for several weeks, or severe mood swings that affect relationships at home or school. Extreme feelings. Look for feelings of overwhelming fear or worry for no apparent reason, which may affect daily activities and interaction. Behavior changes. Be aware of drastic changes in behavior or personality, as well as out-of-control behavior such as frequent fighting or arguing. Difficulty concentrating. Look for signs of trouble focusing or sitting still, which can lead to poor performance in school. Physical symptoms include, and they compare these to adults, children with a mental health condition might develop headaches and stomach aches rather than sadness or anxiety. Let's see what we got here. Jeff, what's up, buddy? Physical harm. Sometimes a mental health condition leads to self-injury or self-harm, such as cutting or burning oneself. Children with a mental health condition also might develop suicidal thoughts or attempt suicide. Look for signs of drug and alcohol use to cope with their feelings. So that's obviously when your kids get a little older. Let's see if there's anything else. So how can parents tell the difference between a typical kid mood swing and behavior changes as something that might be a sign of mental illness? Jewel says that it's important to look at their behavior through a developmental lens. And what is appropriate for their age? In other words, if you have a toddler that gets upset easily and can pivot between wailing and giggling in a few seconds, chances are they do not have bipolar disorder. They're just typical toddlers. If you're unsure about a particular concern, ask your doctor. The pediatrician is the person who can really give you the developmental prescribed perspective because they work with kids of all ages that have the capacity for evaluating appropriateness of this behavior and time. Basically, think about it this way. I talked to you about this as a real estate agent. You buy a house every 5 to 7 years and you go at it alone. Ooh, I could do it by myself. I watched HGTV. Ooh, ooh, I saw $1 million listing. I can go and do it. How many people get their license because they saw, oh, this guy, $1 million listing made $100 million. He sold $200 million worth of real estate. Yeah, he's on TV. He's on TV. The leads come pouring in. Oh, I want to work with that guy. I may get on the television show. Everybody wants to work with the guy that's on TV, right? But you just watched HGTV. You were not on HGTV. So you're going to go at that business just like any other business, and you're going to get demolished unless you're willing to put your head down and do the work. How many people out there are willing to do that? Depends on where you are in your life. Now, this is another major story I need to talk to you guys about here because I have kids, and again, something that scares me. Let's see if this is even going to show up. It may not. It may not be possible to show. Oh, here we go. Okay. Now, there's a visual to this, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to read the story to you because it's frightening. It's frightening. And I deal with this at home already. We probably all do. Anybody who has kids deals with this. Parents say 14-year-old son is addicted to video games, terrorizes house to get what he wants. Does this sound familiar to you? If it does, you may need to get a little something from Dr. Phil. I'm just saying, okay? So this came from Dr. Phil originally. And parents say their 14-year-old son is addicted to video games. He plays up to 17 hours a day and runs their household by bullying and terrorizing them. Let me see if there's a way I can get this to play. Let's see if this plays to the speakers. Do you guys hear this? Do you guys hear that? 17 hours a day, 14. He's on the... I don't know if you could even... Oh my goodness. So this kid's like freaking out. Let's see if I can get this to open up over here. Lawrence, what's up, buddy? I'm going to try to see if I can scroll down and let you guys see this. Where is that video? How come I see it and then I can't find it here? Come on, man. All right, it's not showing up for me here. But this kid's out of his mind, okay? We have a major issue here. Major issue. Because we are extremely addicted to this technology. And then we give it to 14-year-olds, and the dude doesn't know how to shut it off. Now it turns into some sort of sieve. He's screaming at people. He's acting like a freaking animal. I don't know if you could hear any of that stuff that was going on there. Nuts. So I did ask Dr. Phil what his thoughts were on the matter. And this is what Dr. Phil had to say about it.
Look, you guys gotta understand that the video games are the devil. If you let the video games into your house, your children are gonna be addicted. It's awfully easy for you to go out to dinner and pass your child a social media distraction, we call it. Just give your child an iPad. If you want to have children that can sustain a normal life, you gotta get rid of the technology.
Look, that's Dr. Phil. He knows what he's talking about, guys. When you bring Dr. Phil on, he's going to leave a perspective for you. So thank you, Dr. Phil, for coming on and for sharing that with me. Lawrence liked that. Lawrence, did you see today's day 420 in a row, my friend? And I was surprised today. I thought I for sure would get maybe a message from like a TV producer. Somebody was like, hey, I love the Real Talk show. I want to get together and discuss the future of the program. But no, this is what I got instead. This is the weirdest thing. This shows up in my mailbox.
Hey, what's up, man? 420 days in a row, man. That's really cool, man. Hey, do you have a lid? Maybe you got a lid for me, man?
Hey, stop gonna to you. I know you're gonna Oh, hey, what's up, Mark? Oh, look, I just wanted to say congratulations, man. 420 days. Look, keep it up, man. Keep it up.
Let's crack a lack, you know. Want to see what's up to my main man, Mark. 420 days live. Walk the walk, this man's talking the real talk.
Lawrence, I'm like so pumped. I never ever in my life thought of doing Snoop Dogg. And now I want to do Snoop like all the time. Like, what's crack-a-lackin'? I'm just going to get Snoop on like every day. Maybe we can have Snoop do the news, or Snoop could do the weather. It's cold outside. I'll be like, yeah, Snoop said it's cold out. It's going to rain. It's going to drizzle dizzle. Like, yo, he said it's going to drizzle dizzle. Snoop. Oh, my, Martha and Snoop together. Okay, Lawrence has got me thinking. You got me thinking, Lawrence. I may have to get a little something with Snoop Dogg and that would be pretty funny. Drizzle my, that's right. So Lawrence just said, drizzle my nizzle. And that's it. Like, I never would have thought of doing Snoop Dogg. But this, like, I love when people spur my creativity. You know, I had a friend last week who was on and goes, ooh, I was like day 414. He's like, hey, next week's 420. I'm like, yeah, it is 420. I didn't even think about it. Then today I'm like, okay, it's day 420. I'm going to get a couple of hooligans popping on and be like, hey, 420, dude, good for you. And I'm like, well, then maybe I got to get...
Hey, what's up, man? 420 days in a row, man. That's really cool, man. Hey, do you have a lid? Maybe you got a lid for me, man?
Hey, Satakana to you. I know you're gonna... Oh, hey, what's up, Mark?
What's up,
look,
Cheech?
I just wanted to say congratulations, man. 420 days. Look, keep it up, man. Keep it up.
I will, my friend. I'm not
Let's
stopping.
crack a lackin'. Want to see what's up to my main man, Mark. 420 days live. Walk the walk. This man's talking the real talk.
It's like this and like that and like this. And guys, Real Talk 420, we're here for you. All right, we're going to get into some music in a second here. This has definitely not been a very long show. I had a crazy plan to bring Fache out today, and that just didn't happen. So instead, what we're going to do is play some music for you on the BeatSeat. And if you have any topics you want to get into, just let me know. Oh, Lawrence is he's beating on me here. But listen, if you have any topics you want me to talk about, just let me know, okay? I'm down for that. And I'm not sure what to play for you. I was thinking about playing a Bob Marley tune just because of the day. But we're going to get into that in a few minutes. I like to dance, Lawrence. I really do. I get into it. Just like everything else I do. Like when I get into it, I get down. Like I don't know how to just do it like a little bit. Like I know some people will be like, they'll just do like this thing where they're just like, I'm like, no, if I go out there, like I got elbows I mean, you got to watch out. You're getting kicked. You're getting a kick. You get an elbow or something because I'm like moving around. That's right. Lawrence says, do what you feel, man. Listen, that's what writing music is about. That's what dancing is about. That's what total expression is about, is doing what you feel, letting it out, experiencing life for what it is. My man Cross is on. What's up, buddy? Look, if you guys want to be a part of the show, then all you got to do is say something. Who are you? Are you a guy who comes on and says, Mark, what's up? I'm here. So I could be like, Cross, what's going on, my friend? Or Lawrence comes on. He's like, Mark, hey, how's it going? And now we're communicating. Or do you want to be someone who tunes in and just sits in the outside and watches? I wonder what Mark's doing today. Let's see if he does something wrong. Let's see if he does something silly. Everything I do is silly. Because I'm leading with this, guys. Don't slow down. Do not stop. All right? Seriously. Because as soon as you stop your own momentum, I think you lead yourself towards like a depressed state. Just feel like, when you shut down the true passion within, you start to shut down the light within yourself. And then I think you start to feel like miserable walking through your days, trying to find just a slice of happiness. I want you to get the entire pie. I want it all for you. And I think it starts with you going out of your way for others. I'm still blown away. I've been talking about this lately, how some people get to a point where they feel like, well, I don't need any help anymore. So therefore, I'm not going to help anymore. I think it's just like a stupid thing because you forget about where you've started and where you've gone. And yeah, you may not need help. You may never need another type of help, like a contact to open a door or do anything for you. But You could be that contact for somebody. You could be the person who helps someone elevate to a new level. And I don't know. I think that's something that would fill your soul a lot more. Lawrence said, if you need help, help someone. That's it. And I say, look, you don't give to get. You give because you want to see somebody get. That's what it comes down to, okay? And if you give them something out of the kindness of your heart because you truly want them to get, then Lawrence is correct. You will get something in return. It's the idea of selflessness. It's the idea of opening up your heart for somebody. That's really what it comes down to.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on? But literally, opening up your heart is the best way to, the fastest way towards happiness. It leads to silly, crazy things. I was on my way in today to bring all my equipment in. I don't know if you guys realize this. I break down all this equipment every Friday night after Real Talk. I bring it home. I do Saturday and Sunday from my house, and then I break it all down again, come back down to the studio, reset it all back up. It's not an easy thing. I've actually clocked it. It takes me 4 trips from my car to the studio, back and forth every time I got to bring stuff in. Then I got about 20 minutes to a half hour to set up. For a while, I was doing that every day. I was breaking down here, and I was doing like 2 shows a day, if you guys remember. This was like a month or 2 ago. And I would like do an hour and a half here, and then I go home and do another like 2 hours. Like, how much content can you deliver? Literally, if you push record, I will go. And if I can get into a room with you, whew, seriously, like a wrap. I don't even know what that's going to be like yet, because sometimes my energy level gets so high alone broadcasting to this camera and then seeing a message from Lawrence or from Cross. So to be in front of you and feel your energy will be something. I'll tell you that. I've often joked I may float. I may pull an old Chris Angel and float in front of you. Be like, what the heck is that guy doing? Be like, dude, I'm just pumped right now. Azuro, how are you, my friend? So I had a couple of questions that came up over on Instagram. I left out, this is kind of a cool thing. You could put on your stories, do you have any questions? And Instagram's been dropping a lot of them lately. Now there's 2 theories. Either these are people who have paid a service to drop 1 million little messages like this on all stories, or these are people that are shadow Real Talk followers. And what I mean by that is people that I don't hear from very often, and all of a sudden they're like, hey, I love your show. And I'm like, that's probably somebody who's never even seen my show. Hey, I love your page. When you see stuff like, hey, I love your page, then you know it's a blanket piece of, spam going out there. What I look for is, hey, at Mark Pyre's Real Talk, love the message you had on, hey, I love when you play the BeatSeat. Like, I've got stuff like that. And someone said to me, here's one, because I said, ask me anything. What's your question? I said, okay, here's a silly one. Who is the smartest person you know? Who is the most intelligent person that you know personally? And I had to think about this for a little while, guys, because I know a lot of smart people, extremely. And I think it would have to be classes of smart, okay? Because what I find is that there are certain people that you could have easy conversation with that are extremely brilliant, okay? That they're just able to bring themselves down to a level where you can communicate. And then there are some people who speak to you, and no matter what comes out of their mouth, they don't know how to like speak in layman terms. It's like there's no, everything is like, do you understand? Have you ever had that before? And if I put it into that classification, I would say one of my brother-in-laws is like insanely smart, to the point where when he's explaining things to me, and I find myself like able to have conversation. Like, I don't think I can, you put me in a room, I'm okay. Just let me have a conversation. I'm ready to go. But sometimes like he is so brilliant, and he's thinking, like I say, improvisation's thinking seconds into the future. He's like minutes into the future, and he's tying it all together while he's telling you this. It's something to see. So I would say someone like that. it's just like blows my mind every time I hear words come out, And personally, I'd probably say that's probably one of them right there, And that's where my mind went is who? Okay, well, when I have dinner on Sunday and we're having these conversations, I'm like, whoa, this is some insane mind in front of me, And at that point, I say most of the people in my life are definitely intriguing in that sense. They've got some sort of uniqueness. Everybody's got something, but that's what I would say. If I had to pick somebody out of the hat right now, I'd say that. If you want a friend, be a friend. That Lawrence had another nice one. Lawrence, real talking us. I love it, buddy. Lawrence said, if you want a friend, be a friend. That is a very good one. Do you have friends like this that are not really friends? There's a lot of them out there. They act like friends, but when do they ever do anything for you? Friends should do things for each other, should look out for each other, should care for each other, should celebrate with one another, should support and give really good energy to each other. That's what friends do. Not everybody's a friend. But to Lawrence's point, if you want a friend, then be all of those things I was just saying. Be a light. Be a positive source of support for somebody. Let them know you care. Is that my buddy Michael on? I think I see Michael. There he is. Hey, Michael. How are you, buddy? I loved your tip of the week, my friend. Your well-being tip of the week was awesome. It's about laughter. And it's so true, guys. Laughter is the most important. It's like smiling. It's all comes from the same family. I talk to you very often about smiles. How a smile has an energetic value that costs zero to the currency holder, costs zero to me. Therefore, if I give those smiles out just like candy, right? It doesn't cost me anything. But it has an energetic value. It is affecting a change. It's bringing something out of another. So I'm walking in today, dropping my equipment down into the studio, going back up, grabbing other stuff, and there's a guy dropping off. He's in a big box truck. He's dropping off some stuff to CVS. CVS is right above me over here. I'm giving you guys the full rundown, okay? I'm in a studio here at Berkshire, and right over here is CVS. I'm right in the downtown New Canaan, and this guy's here in the parking lot. He's dropping off all his stuff, coming out of the box truck, and I'm carrying in my BeatSeat, and I'm walking in with the guitar, I think it was. And I look at him, and he kind of made eye contact with me, and then he looked down. And there was the first thought where I was like, okay, let me just turn and go in. And this is what I talk about, guys. You need to sometimes push through a momentary barrier and make some magic happen. And so I was just about to turn to go in, and I said, what an amazing day this is, huh? And he goes, oh my goodness, yeah, what a great day. And I said, yeah. And he goes, you can't complain. And I said, yeah, I could see you don't have a jacket on right now. There's very little to complain about. Like big smiles, both of us smiling at each other. 12 feet away, he's standing up on the truck. I'm down carrying my stuff, about to go in. I said, with a day like this, how could you complain? I don't even see you wearing a jacket. He goes, no jacket. He goes, I'm about to pull my hoodie off. And we just totally connected, laughing. To Michael's point, we're laughing at the moment of just almost celebrating that it was just a beautiful day and he didn't have to wear his jacket. And he was like, I'm actually so I'm going to pull off my hoodie right now. And that was just the coolest thing to me. I don't know what's going on here with Instagram. But I realized in that moment, I don't know this guy. He doesn't know me. I could have turned and walked in to my studio. That would have been the end of it. I would have gone on with my day. He would have gone on with his day. But we both had an interaction. We both built an energy that helped us for that next 5 to 10 minutes. It may have helped me make a phone call and have a different mental perspective on that phone call. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, I liked it. I liked it. And I want more of that. I don't want the guy looked down, let me just turn and go in. No, I want to push through the awkward. Hey, what a wonderful day we're having, huh, buddy? I didn't say that. I was like, what a day, huh? Like, I see you're not even wearing a jacket. You look awfully comfortable on a day. What are we right now? We're talking about February. People typically were dealing with snow. I don't even see you wearing a jacket. Jacket? I'm thinking about pulling off my hoodie. We both start laughing. And to Michael's point, laughter is magical. It is. It takes, Michael says, only takes a moment of your time. And look, sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes, and you've seen this too, sometimes you're a positive light to someone and they just keep throwing darkness and shade at you. I'm sure you have that a lot. I'll speak to someone, hey, how are you? Hope everything's well. I just wanted to ask you this. But this is what they do. You just have to figure out how to handle it. Now, I've learned when people are like that, no matter how nice I am and how positive I am to them, that is who they are. Don't try to change people. If that is who they are, let them be who they're being. You can't change people. If they're the way they are, you could still be open. Look, I'll give you love, my friend, but I'm not going to let you take me down. We're a world of people trying to take others down, and instead of lifting each other up, what is going on with that? And I got people trying to lift me up here on day 420 in a row. Cheech and Chong, Snoop Dogg. I'll show it to you one more time.
Hey, what's up, man? 420 days in a row, man. That's really cool, man.
Crazy, right?
Hey, do you have a lid? Maybe you got a lid for me, man?
Dude.
Hey, está atacando tuyo. I know you're gonna like. Oh, hey, what's up, Mark?
What's up,
Oh,
Cheech?
look, I just wanted to say congratulations, man. 420 days. Look, keep it up, man. Keep it up.
You know it. You know it.
Let's crack a leg, you know. Want to see what's up to my main man, Mark. 420 days live. Walk the walk. This man's talking the real talk.
Talking the real talk. That's right, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. I love Snoop. And now he's a part of the Real Talk program. I think I'm going to have him on weekly. We may have to have the Snoop Dogg weather report. It's going to rain. I'll be like, yo, it's going to drizzle, nizzle. I'll be like, yo, that's so cool. I'm going to definitely do that. We're going to get him on like regularly. The Snoop Dogg weather segment or something. Wouldn't that be awesome? You got clouds above, clouds below. Got clouds everywhere we go. I'm going to turn it into a rap segment with Snoop Dogg. Oh my goodness, I'm out of my mind. But that's a good thing, isn't it? A little bit. So listen, we've got, I'm going to rock over some BeatSeat for you. How about that? Let's get some music going. How about that? Let me come around to the other side over here. Alrighty. All right, what do we got over here? What do we got over here? Let me get a little bit more. There we go. So we had a pretty action-packed 2 days in a row of music on the BeatSeat from home. And now we're here in the studio for day 420. I think we should play something that at least mentions what day we're in. What do we play for you here?
preserve the hypocrites. They were good people indeed. My feet is my only carriage, yeah. Got to push on through, and you're gonna be saved. Everything's gonna be alright. 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 No woman, no cry. No woman, no woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman.
Sorry, I don't remember it. Tried my best. How's that one go?
Old pirates, yes, they're right.
How's it go? No? I think that's how it goes.
Old pirates, yes, they're right. Sunlight to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the end of the almighty. We follow in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption song, redemption song, redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourself from anti-slavery, but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Say it's just a part of it, and we got to fulfill the book. Won't you help us sing these songs of freedom? These songs of freedom.
Should we round it out and play the last song I know of Bob's? This is actually probably the one I know a little bit of.
Hey, what's up, man? 420 days in a row, man. That's really
That's
cool.
right.
Man.
Chong in the
Do
house.
you have a lid? Maybe
Chong,
you got a
come on,
lid
Chong.
for me, man?
Hey, is that the gun to you? I know you're gonna like. Oh, hey, what's up, Mark? Oh, look, I just wanted to say congratulations, man. 420 days. Look, keep it up,
Massive,
man.
right?
Keep it up.
I'm not stopping, Cheech.
Let's crack a leg, you know. Want to see what's up to my main man, Mark. 420 days live. Walk the walk, this man's talking the real talk.
Snoop said it. He said it best. I'm talking the real talk, walking the walk on the beat seat. We just rocked out. I got some new
Hey,
people.
what's
hold
up,
on, all right,
man?
dude, we heard you already.
For-
I got some new people over here. Range and Tunes, how are you, my friend? So excited to have you on the show. This is the Mark Pyers Real Talk Show. I've been live for 420 days in a row as of today, and I'll be live every day going forward. So subscribe. You want to make sure you know I'm here every day. You know, I met someone the other day. It was really cool. He said, you know, I like the idea that I know you're there every day. It's like I travel this country sometimes. There's a certain shows I like that they're just not on. And I'm like, oh, it pisses me off that I don't have that content. But the fact that I know every day you have content, I may have to tune in. I say, look, whatever you're listening to in your podcast currently, you should also subscribe to the Real Talk podcast because it's free. And if you run out of whatever it is you typically listen to, whether it's Joe Rogan or you're listening to something else, pop on the Real Talk show. I got 50 of them up there. We got 420 days here, 50 podcasts. Every day now during the week, I'm dropping a podcast. So I'll have another one tomorrow. And it's this. I take these shows and I just drop them. I dropped, I think it was December 12th today, which was a great show, or December 5th. It was a great show. And I just dropped that this morning. Super powerful episode. Go and get it on any podcast platform. It's free of charge, The Real Talk Show. And anything, Stitcher, you can go to Google Play, you can go to iTunes, whatever it is you listen to your podcasts on, just type in Mark Pyre's Real Talk. You will find it there. And if you don't, let me know. I'll make sure I get it on for you. All right. And, I got a minute and 10 seconds left here on Insta, which means we're closing in on that hour. So I'm going to probably wrap it up here on Facebook and the rest of our channels as well. But I absolutely appreciate you guys. You were awesome. And thanks so much for tuning in day after day for 420 days. And thank you again, Snoop Dogg and Cheech and Chong, for delivering that message to me on my day 420. Very cool. I appreciate you guys. And look, I will see you guys tomorrow on the next Real Talk. And just remember, send over your questions. Send over anything you want me to get into here. I'm going to get into for you. Till tomorrow. It's Mark Pyres.